So hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to completely provide a Linux tutorial for all of you in which we would be discussing about Linux commands completely from beginning to advanced Linux. We will see in this one video. So I have launched an Linux instance using AWS because I need a Linux command line. So because of that, I have launched the EC2 instance of Linux. So this is the window of that. So without wasting more time, let's start with our first command today. Let's first execute the command who am I. That means it will give you an detail about the user, that who are you. Let's press and enter. See, you get EC2 user because I since I have launched an EC2 instance, so it's giving you the detail of who you are as a user. We are EC2 user. So if we go to another command which is man, who am I? So this man command will give you the details about what who am I command do. Like you can see, it will give who am I is used to print effective user ID. So if you want to the detail of any command, you can use it with who am I, and you will get the detail of the complete command, like what you can do with that command and how to run that command. That details can be given by this man command. I hope it's clear to all of you. So you can press Q to quit. Likewise, if you say ls command, ls is used to see the list of files or directories in your Linux system. If you say if I want the knowledge of this, like what this command ls does, then you can write man ls and you will get all the related command due to ls, like ls minus a will use to ignore and entries starting with dot. Likewise, this all the details you can get. ls minus d is for list directories themselves and not their contents. You can get the details of all the commands using man. You can use any command. Before any command you can use any, like man. Suppose I say clear, so it will give you the description history about what clear command do is clear the terminal screen. So yes, let's use this clear command and let's clear the terminal screen. See, the terminal screen gets cleared. So these are the basics command which everyone should know. And now let's deep dive into certain more commands in Linux. So another command is, if you want to make a directory, we can write make directory and after that directory name. Suppose I want the directory name to be f1. See, so this command will make a directory. So to see the directory you can print ls and see, you can see that there is a directory f1 which is created inside the folder in the Linux. Likewise, if you want to change your directory, now suppose If I want to move to F1 directory, then I can write change directory to F1, cd F1, and see this will move the user to the F1 directory. Currently, I am inside F1 directory. And again, if I want to make a directory inside F1, we can make it like make directory F2. So now this F2 directory will be inside F1. Is it clear? So this F1 directory, F2 directory will be inside F1 directory. Now, if you want to return back to your home directory, you can use cd dot slash. And now you are out of F1 directory and again in the home directory. Now, if I press ls, you can see the F1 directory. And then if you want to go to F2 directory, you have to write cd F1. Now, if you want to move inside F2 directory, you can write cd F2. And now you are inside F2 directory. And in the F2 directory, since there is no file, so the terminal screen is blank when I write an ls. Now, if you want to move to the root directory, we can again write cd dot slash. Now here F2 is there, and now if you write cd dot slash, again you are at your root directory. Okay, and in that directory you can see F1. Now if I want to make another directory, I can write F2, and then if I print ls, see there are two directories, F1 and F2. Let me clear the screen. Okay, so this is the directory till now we have learned. So let's write ls minus l. What will this? So sorry, ns minus l. See, ls minus l will give you the complete detail. In the forward session also, I will discuss about like what is this. But like these are the permissions. See, basically there are you three types of people: group, user. So in the for further section, I will discuss about more about this, like what are this permissions mode. These are basically a permission mode. If you see the first one, this is the permission of a user. If you see second one, this is the permission of group, and this is the permission for the others. So basically there are three kinds of permission in Linux. First one is read, second one is execute, and third one is write. So user can either read, write, or execute a file in the Linux. So R means a user can read, W means can write, and X means it can execute the file. So like the first one is user. That here user can, I will discuss it further. Okay, let's not discuss it here. Let's discuss it. But see, ls minus l will give you the details about what are the permissions given to the user, which is basically easy to user. What are the permission that the user can read, write, and execute, but the group can only execute and read, and the others can only execute the file. They cannot read or cannot write in that file. Okay, so let's move a bit further and see. There is another way to make a directory. Like I have made a directory using mkdir command, suppose F3. Now if I see ls, you can see there are three directory, F1, F2, F3. Now if I want to make another directory, we can write touch command. We can make a directory by using touch command as well. Suppose if I write touch F4, now if I press ls, you can see there are four directories and files basically. By using mkdir you can create directory, but by using touch command you can create a file. So if I write touch F4, there is an F4 named file which has been created. Now if I say ls minus l, see now To the F4 file, user can read and write, and but the group and others can only read that file by default. In the further session, I will give you the details about how you can change the permissions. Like you, if you want to change the permission of user, that the user can read, write, and execute as well. So there is a command for that, chmod. I will discuss it further, where you can see that the user will read, write, and execute. Group can only read, and the others can, means you can change the permission as per your wish and as per your requirements. Let's first clear my terminal, and let me give you some details on the editor, the file editor. So I have written, see, they are F1, F2, F3 directory. So, so there are basically some editors which I want you to remember. First one is vim editor. So if I want to write something, I can use in the file f4. I can use vim editor, vim f4, and now this is the complete vim editor. You can write something in the file. So for write, you have to press I to make it in insert mode. So I have pressed I, and now it is in the insert mode. So I can write here anything. Suppose I have write hello world. And now if you want to save, then you have to press escape, then semicolon colon WQ. That means it will save and quit the vim editor. Firstly, press after finishing your writing hello world, you have to press escape key and then write colon WQ, and now this. So your file has successfully been created, as well as hello world is written in that file. Now if also there is a cat command which you can use. In the cat command you can write anything. Suppose I write hello, and then for quitting you can press uh, so love. Now if I want to see like how many commands I have run, so for that we can go to history command, and now you can see the details of all the commands. If I press history command and I press enter, then you can see how many commands I have run till now. See all the command of the detail, you can see ls, cd, mkdir. So by using history command, you can see your commands, how many commands you have run. Okay, now let's give write another command, host name. So this host name command will give you a complete details of your IP address. Like I am connected with the AWS right now, so it's giving you my IP address 172.31.33.184, and the location is south, and like this kind of complete details it is giving. By so for the details you can press the host name command. So by the host name command, you can get an idea about what is your IP address in the region. So now if you want only the IP address and not this complete information, you can press host name minus s and it will only give you the IP address. Now another command is uptime. So uptime will give you how many times the server is up. So basically you can see here I am here continuously up for 21 minutes and it's continuously changing. Like if I again write uptime, it will show you the different time after few times. Like you can see 9:14:01 and then 9:14:21. After 20 seconds, it has shown me. So uptime will give you a complete details about the time since your instance is working. Now again, if you want to see only the time, you can use uptime minus p. Oh, sure. Let's say uptime minus p. It will only show you that how many times you are up. Now, if you want to see the list of logged in user, you can use who minus h minus. You can see how many users are currently logged in. See, these are TYS0 and these are the two users which are currently logged in. These are the by default user, but EC2 user which is I have currently logged in with my IP address, with my PIN ID basically this. Now, if you want to see the time zone, you can use TZ command. TZ, okay. TZ command will show the time for a particular reason. You can use mine TZ. Okay. Man, then capital TZ. Oh, acha, okay. I'm confused. So for that, you can use TZ. There is not manual, but you can use TZ equal to. Suppose if you want to see the time of India slash, you have to write about the place of which you have seen the time and then write date and see if you see the time zone of India in Mumbai, you can see it is Monday, July 22 and the time is 9:16. This is basically a Julian format and it's not in the Indian time. It will see you the GMT time, which is Greenwich Mean Time, and not the current time. So if I write, if I want to see the time of New York, I can write USA slash New York. I will see the time of USA. I think there is a yes. So likewise, anything you can write. Now, if you want to see the Julian calendar, you can write cal minus j. See, this is not our regular calendar. This is the Julian calendar. So, in the if you see the Julian calendar, today is 204 date, and it is July 2024. Now, if you want to see the standard calendar, you can use cal minus s. And now this is the standard calendar, which you can see today is 22 July 2024. So, if you want to see the calendar of complete year, you can use cal minus y, and you can see the complete full year calendar of 2024. Let me clear and just want what are the different kinds of these are the different kinds of like see if you want to use cal minus 3 it will display the 3 months. Okay, let me show you cal minus 3. See, from last previous month it will show and forthcoming month it will show. Okay, Now if I want to see the ID, I can write ID of EC2 user. It will show me the ID. This is UID, GID. This is user ID, group ID, and how many groups admin it can show. So it will show the ID of a particular user. So ls etc this command. So this command will show the password जो फोल्डर में है उनमें जितने यूजर्स हैं उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर, that how many users are there in a particular folder can show you. So for root user you have to switch to sudo. Sudo is for coming to root. Now you are a root user. You can see hash here. That means you are a root user. Now you have switched to root account. Now in the root account, if I write slash etc, you can see these kinds of different types of users which are created by the system is available. Now if you want to see, okay, see, this is all the users which are created by system, and this is the detail of my directory. So the user which is created newly will be in the last line. Okay, now let me tell you how to set a password. So let me first create a user. Mm, okay, if you want to see the last line only, last three lines, then you can use tail command for that. And by this tail command, okay, I forgot to use sudo here. See, since there is no user of, okay, so I have to create a new user. So let me create first user, which the command to create a user is sudo user add, now the name of the user kp suppose. So now the user is created. Now if you want to see that the user is created or not, you can see it by the command cat slash etc slash passwd password. So see, after EC2 user there is a new user named as kp, whose ID is given by the system as 1001, and it's in the home bin. So now I have successfully created the user. Now if I want to set a password for this user, I will write sudo psr kp. So now it will set a password for the user kp. So suppose if I want a password to set. Okay, so the minimum password is shorter than 8 characters. I have to set a correct password which is has at least 8 characters. Okay, so I am setting the password. Okay. So you have, see, you can create all the password. Let me create a good password for it now. Yes. So now The password is successfully updated. Let me clear it screen. Yeah. So by using this command, you can by sudo pswkp. So now if you want to log in, you can use su and then the username kp. And now you are logged in. See, now let me write. By the tail command, you can see the last line in the complete last three lines. If you want to see, you can use tail minus n3 slash etc part, but it will show you the last three lines. Suppose if you want to see last five lines, I can write five and then yes, you can see the five lines are being displayed. Now if you want to check the password, like the present working directory, you can use pwd. It will show you the present working directory home ec2 user. Let me show you the history command, that how many commands I have run here. It will show you four commands because you are currently in a user. You are not in the you are in the you are as a ec2 user and not as a director. Okay. So now if you want to log in as a user, you can write sukp. Kp is the username and su is for login purpose. And let me write the password which I have done. Yes. See now, you can see I have successfully logged in as a KP user. Now, earlier here I was an EC2 user, but I am a KP user. Okay, as a KP user, how many commands I have run? It will show the history command. So no command till now I have run. So it's showing default history command. Yeah, these are all the things which I want to tell you till now. See you in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.